I am Chalfant, and this is Chalfant TV. What's up, everybody? I'm Chalfant, and welcome to Chalfant TV. Go ahead and crush that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications so you're alerted when new videos are posted. It's V's birthday week, and today we're going to be reacting to his solo track called Scenery. In yesterday's video, I reacted to Winter Bear, and if you have not seen that, go ahead and click the link up here to watch that. It's been great to dive into V's solo tracks and get to know him a little bit more, but also the kind of music he produces outside of just the work with BTS. This is another song, was written by V, and I'm excited to dive into the meaning of the song and just listen to it and get a good vibe. So today's video will have 3 parts. I'm going to listen to the song first, vibe out a little bit, using a lyric video, but then I'm going to listen to it again and dive into the lyrics and get a better understanding of what the meaning of the song is, but I'll use a different video to do that, just to spice things up a little bit so we're not watching the same video twice. And then there's a lyric explanation video that we're going to watch together as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. Sounds like a train track, maybe? Train station?
꽃들이 가득한 거리에 오늘도 그대를 보내요. 내 안에 담겨질까요? 새벽달이 지난 공원에 지금 내 감정을 담아요. 이 노래 그댈 향해요. 밤하늘 다르게 비춰진 필름의 소리를 들어요.
Again, his music just sounds so effortless, and he's just so calm. I feel like, you know, some of his music he'll go high as well, but his music, for me, symbolizes what my outward emotion sometimes is like. You know, I describe myself as someone who is emotional, but I don't look like I outwardly react to it. You know, I'm sort of mellow, not just monotone, but just mellow and, you know, or calm in stressful situations, I guess is a better way to think about it.
I still wonder, wonder, beautiful story. Still wonder, wonder, best part. I still wonder, wonder, next year I want to make you mine. 그 찰나의 시간에 그 모습을 놓친 내 마음이 아쉬워해. 후회가 돼 다시 그 찰나가 있기를. 달빛 조각 하나하나 모아 조명을 만들 테니 어제와 같은 모습으로 내 앞에 와주세요.
You can feel it building up.
I still wonder, wonder, beautiful story. Still wonder, wonder, best part. I still wonder, wonder, next time.
I think on a surface level, when you first hear their songs, you always think about, not you, but me, as someone who's probably baby army, you think about relationships, as I think that's what you're drawn to. And I've come to learn that it's typically not always that, and your interpretation is probably what matters. But, you know, his use of wonder versus wander, all within the same descriptive part of the song, you know, makes me think about dreaming of the past, and, you know, you begin wondering about certain things. If, you know, if only this had happened, I could have done that, or if only I had done this, we would still be together. So when you are daydreaming, I guess you're wondering, and then your mind starts to wander to different things. Funny, you can hear his voice like playing as a background. It's interesting. And obviously the oops. I'm gonna pause and rewind, finish my thought. I was thinking about the train at the beginning, which is gonna mean something, you know, and whether the train symbolizes your mind wandering or wondering about what's going on. And, you know, I think he made it clear, wondering about a beautiful story, wondering about the best part, and then wandering to the next story or next time. So I shared a little bit about what I thought, you know, certain parts might be about, just because of the pace of the song kind of allowed for that a little bit. It was a beautiful song, and I'm going to play a different lyric video, one that was recommended that had the right lyrics. So if you notice in the last lyrics, the lyrics weren't actually right, that's okay, because this is the one that I actually wanted to use. There was a comment on one of our early on videos over at Brothers from Another Color that said, if you're going to listen to the song twice, at least try and change it up. So thinking about your experience as somebody watching, you probably wouldn't want to watch the same part twice. So I'm going to change it up a little bit, and hopefully we'll dive into the meaning and get more out of it. So I think it's clear, you hear the train, and I was wondering what those stutters were, and it sounds like he's potentially walking through snow. You know, living in Michigan right now, I know what the sound of walking in snow sounds like, especially with myself and our kids being outside. And that probably ties into the title of the song, Scenery.
새벽 달이 지난 공원에 지금 내가
Now I'm wondering if he's just describing the scenery that's around him and wondering if he could like bottle that up and keep it inside him. I know a lot of us, well, from a mental health perspective, you know, going outside is one of the easiest and most natural ways for us to feel better, whether it's depression or just feeling down. And from an education standpoint, there's been some research that would suggest that teaching outside and having outdoor classrooms would help improve a lot of things within students, including some of the outcomes we want as school leaders in terms of student achievement.
밤하늘 다르게 비춰진 필름의 소리를 들어요. I still wonder, wonder, beautiful story. Still wonder, wonder, best part. I still wonder, wonder, next year I want to make you mine.
I wonder now if he's describing like memories and actions that happen in his life and potentially not living in the moment of those times, and then saying that next, when this happens next, you know, I really want to make that mine and enjoy that and live in the moment. And as a dad, I can understand that, you know, being at home with kids and wanting to live in the moments, because also as somebody in education where your life revolves around school years, the years go by so fast. And I'm sure older Army will attest to this, especially those who have kids. Time just flies. And in any area of work you have, time is probably the most precious and valuable variable that there is. And, you know, when some people say time is money, and, you know, that should be everything that we think about, is like time and living in that moment. And I think it's, for me, scarier to think about when I'm older, because I'm so cognizant of that. And once you get over a certain age, you know, if your age were like a bell curve, you know, once you get to that median or middle part, you know, the rest is like you're heading towards the end. And it's just a scarier part to think about, and I don't really want to think about that. Hear the footsteps again, I think. Pictures? So it sounds like something happened again. I also wonder too, it sounded like a picture was taken, and I'm wondering, you know what, next time I'm going to catch that. And then he didn't. You know, this is a literal surface area type of meaning. And that can be interpreted in a lot of ways, where on the surface we're describing, oh, I missed that, I should have taken a picture. But in reality, it's, you know, the bigger idea is living in that moment and noticing the things that are around you.
달빛 조각 하나하나 모아 조명을 만들 테니 어제와 같은 모습으로 내 앞에 와주세요. I still wonder, wonder, beautiful story.
So surface level again, thinking about, so this is the symbolism, I think, of, you know, the night sky and gathering those pieces up. I hope that happens again. And the meaning behind that probably is, you know, hoping the moment that he experienced yesterday comes again so that he can experience that again.
Still wonder, wonder, best part. I still wonder, wonder.
was like.
I still wonder, wonder, beautiful story. Still wonder, wonder, whisper. I still wonder, wonder, next time.
I also wonder now with the use of wander, is like he's wondering about all these beautiful things that happen. And he's saying, I wander. You know, I almost think about somebody who can't focus and their attention, you know, is hard to keep. And then they start wandering and then next story happens and then they're not able to actually do it.
I want to make you mine. 발자국 남기고 떠나가시면
Footprints, yeah.
제가 그 온길 지킬게요. 흑백 속에 남길게요.
Keep it inside the black and white. I wonder the scenery of a black and white backdrop of, you know, with snow and stuff. V's music is so unique, but also just so beautiful. I think the way his voice sounds, you know, sometimes it can sound somewhat painful and beautiful at the same time. It's like he's expressing some sort of pain or regret that he's having, but it comes out in such a beautiful way that, you know, it just makes you appreciate the music even more. So now we're gonna watch something called BTS V Scenery Lyrics Explained. So let's go ahead and get into it. So looking at this picture, and I know this is the picture that I think V used for his song on SoundCloud, and just analyzing this picture a little bit, obviously you see the snow falling, and I'm guessing that's him there based on the hat too, and taking a picture, but also the reflection of either somebody walking or potentially him taking a picture from a mirror and seeing the reflection of himself, probably with the goal of taking a picture of whoever it was that was walking next to him, and he misses it. And I think that ties into what I thought the meaning of the song might have been.
꽃들이 가득한 거리에 오늘도 그대를 보내요. 내 안에 담겨질까요?
So it looks like the song's going to play again, which is fine because now I'm wondering other things. And it might be how inviting this seems versus how some other lyric videos are. And I know there's an explanation eventually in this, and there might even be a live performance. So now thinking about the beginning of the song, and there's flowers everywhere, and then now, will the image of you ever be in my heart? It's like the need or want to take a picture of something because you don't ever want to forget it, or you might forget what it looks like. And that's more symbolism, I think, of just wanting to experience it and live it and have it there.
새벽달이 지난 공원에 지금 내 감정을 담아요. 이 노래 그댈 향해요. 밤하늘 다르게 비춰진 필름의 소리를 들어요. 새벽달이 지난 공원에 지금 내 감정을 담아요. 이 노래 그댈 향해 still wonder, wonder, beautiful story. Still wonder, wonder, whisper. 밤하늘 다르게 비춰진 필름의 소리를 들어요.
Such a great part.
I still wonder, wonder, beautiful story. Still wonder, wonder, whisper.
In case you haven't noticed or you can't see it on the screen, the person who created this video is actually putting their explanation under it while the song is playing, which is interesting.
I still wonder, wonder, next year I want to make you mine. 그 찰나의 시간에 그 모습을 놓친 내 마음이 아쉬워해. 후회가 돼 다시 그 찰나가 있기를. 달빛 조각 하나하나 모아 조명을 만들 테니 어제와 같은 모습으로 내 앞에 와주세요. I still wonder, wonder, beautiful story. Still wonder, wonder, whisper. I still wonder, wonder, next time I want to make you mine. 달빛 조각 하나하나 모아 조명을 만들 테니 어제와 같은 모습으로 내 앞에 와주세요. 발자국 남기고 떠나가시면 제가 그 온길 지킬게요. 흑백 속에 남길게요. I still wonder, wonder, beautiful story. Still wonder, wonder, whisper.
So the person now has been saying a lot, but you know, how so much can happen. I think it said kala, 1/75th of a second, and how a lot of people, especially within Buddhism and in Korea, or Korean culture, agree that things can happen during that time, and it's hard to actually perceive what that actually means. And now, wanting to take a black and white picture of something, and while the world is colorful and always changing, a black and white picture remains timeless in the photo.
I still wonder, wonder, next time I want to make you mine. Making unforgettable memories and always showing love. Thank you so much for this great memory. You are all part of my story, memory, and scenery.
I got goosebumps.
Thank you and love you. And we cover you. 꽃들이 가득한 거리에 오늘도 그대를 보내요. 내 안에 담겨질까요?
So I guess thinking about this song and if it does have to relate to Army, you know, if that's what he meant. I think he specifically used the word scenery to let us know, to let you know. And saying like, I'm out today and I see you, you know, is that the image of you that will be forever in my heart? And if you're thinking about having an image or a memory that represents millions of people, you know, that I think that's a pretty good question to be asking.
새벽달이 지난 공원에 지금 내 감정을 담아요. 이 노래 그댈 향해요. 밤하늘 다르게 비춰진 필름의 소리를 들어요. I still wonder, wonder, beautiful story. Still wonder, wonder, best part. I still wonder, wonder, next year I want to make you mine. 그 찰나의 시간에 그 모습을 놓친 내 마음이 아쉬워해. 후회가 돼 다시 그 찰나가 있기를. 달빛 조각 하나하나 모아 조명을 만들 테니.
Well, it would make sense now with this part about making a stage or a lighting for you based on collecting everything from the night sky, like literally creating an audience for a concert of all of the Army that are there to watch them perform.
어제와 같은 모습으로 내 앞에 와주세요. I still wonder, wonder, beautiful story. Still wonder, wonder, best part. I still wonder, wonder, next time.
It's interesting here it says wonder all three times and not wander, as the other lyric video suggested.
I want to make you mine. still wonder next time I want to make you mine.
It's also wanting to make each person within the larger group of the army his, or as a family probably.
발자국 남기고 떠나가시면 제가 그 온 길 지킬게요. 흑백 속에 남길게요.
So a lot went on in this reaction, but I hope that you stayed with me. And if you are still here, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel and turn on those notifications on and crush that like button for this video. Continue to engage, comment below, let me know your thoughts, let me know where you are. If you have a different interpretation or the meaning of this video, go ahead and let me know in the comments too. And thanks for joining me today. I am Chalfant and this is Chalfant TV. And as Jimin says, you nice, keep going.